Okay, in today's lesson, we're going to finish up BackAndForthMan, and we're going to make him also become BackAndForthMan who moves down as well. So I'm going to just modify BackAndForthMan so he moves to the right and to the left and to the right and to the left, and each time he hits the wall, he'll move down. And at the end of the lesson, if we have time, we'll do up and down man, which was your assignment from last time. So let me reset. I'm going to start with opening BackAndForthMan. Actually, let's create one BackAndForthMan and see where I left off last lesson. We were right here, and if I run this, he moved to the right and then back, and when he got to the left, he just stopped. So my suggestion to you was to finish that up. And I'll reset and I'll open the code for BackAndForthMan. And I suggested to copy this code, and I'll copy the code and paste it here. And let's just doctor it up so that we're now looking at when his left shoulder. So his left shoulder would be get x minus 10. And if his left shoulder is not greater than the left side of the world, but less than the left side of the world, and the left side of the world, we know the value of the left side of the world. We know the left side of the world is 0. And if that occurs, if the x value of our BackAndForthMan minus 10 is less than 0, we're going to turn 180 degrees again and head back. So let's compile that and see how that works. That should be good to go. And let's make one of our BackAndForthMan. And let's place him here and let's run it. And he hits the right wall and then the left wall. Each time he hits the right or the left wall, he turns 180 degrees and then moves the amount we specified, and he always moves in the direction that he's facing. So let's pause that. I'll reset that. And what we're going to try and do next is when he gets to the wall, right side or left side, we're going to have him, let's put one of these guys here and I'll talk about it as we take a look at it. When he gets here, I'm going to start him up on this top row of checkerboard, the checkerboard row 1. When he gets here, I'm going to have him turn 90, move enough to get here, turn 90 again, which will send him back here. And then when we get here, we'll talk about what we'll do on this side. It's similar, but not exactly the same. So let's take a look at the code again. And what we want to do is when he gets to the right wall, we don't want to turn 180. Instead, we're going to break this up. So we'll break it up to turn 90. And then on this side, after we turn 90, we'll move forward, which in this case will be down. We'll move forward, and I'm going to guess a number like maybe 50. And we'll see, and we'll make an adjustment if 50 doesn't look like it gets it done. And then after we move down 50, we'll turn the other 90, which will be the 180 degree turn we had before. And that should get us to heading back in the other direction, but on the row below where we were before. So the reason I kept the background, that checkerboard background, was just for this reason. I want it to look like he's moving from row to row. Let's compile that. And we'll close that and X that out. I'm going to put one. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Close that. We'll put one new BackAndForthMan out here. I want to put him on a particular row. I'll put him on this row. And I'll slide him up a little so he's right there. And let's run him, and when he gets to the right, he turns and he goes back on the next row. But when he returns back, I'd like him to drop down to the next row. So on the left side, when he hits the wall on the left side, he doesn't turn back. He just stays there. And then when we get to the bottom, he runs out of room. He just goes back and forth. So let's not worry about that for now. I'm going to leave that as is for now. So let's just talk about what you're going to do on the left side. I'm going to leave that for you. And if your man moves to the right, he drops down to the next row. And I kind of got lucky with that 50. 50 seems okay. These may be 50 apart. We can figure that out, and we'll talk about that in a second. When he gets to the left side, here, if we turn 90 and move 50 again, he'll just move back here. So we don't want to turn 90 on the left side. We need to turn negative 90, and then he'll be facing down, and then we'll move him 50 again. And if we turn 90 from here, he'd be heading that way. So we need to turn another negative 90 to make a complete 180. So on this side, we're turning 180 degrees to the right, and we're breaking it up in 90 and 90. And on the left side, we're going to turn 100 degrees to the left, and we're going to break it up negative 90 and negative 90. And then he'll head back on the next one. So I'll leave that for you. We do have a little bit of time left in this lesson, so what I'm going to finish up with is I'll see if we can write up and down man. And for up and down man, I'm going to let me close them up and open up back and forth man. And I'm going to copy what we have here for up and down man. And let's close that out. I'll open the editor for up and down man. I'll paste that in right here. And I'm not going to break it up to these three guys for now. I'm just going to go up and down. So we're going to turn 180. But in order to do this, I need to start him facing up. And I want to do that only once. I don't want him to begin I don't want him to begin moving to the right. I want him to begin moving up. So we're going to turn him 90 degrees to start to move up. So I lost the move here in that, and we're only going to be checking to see if if the y value, we're going to be checking the y value to see if the y value becomes greater than the get height in this case. So let's see what we can do with that. So let me see if I can pause this for a second.